Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Scout Executive and CEO for the Sam Houston Area Council, Marvin Smith.
Good morning. All right, you tell we have outgrown our venue at Post Oak and we had to come over to the George R. Brown. So it's great for you to have breakfast with the Sam Houston Area Council this morning, and thank you for what you do. Now, all of us here truly believe that every child deserves to have a great, outgoing, and safe childhood, regardless of their environment. However, in some parts of our community, our kids are being targeted and recruited by gangs. They have to walk through gang areas to go to and from school. They're being pressured every day to make immoral, unethical, and bad decisions. But I'm here to tell you, in scouting, we shape and mold the confidence and character of our youth to give them the skill set and courage to fight back against the negative headwinds and negative influences that are out there. Now, Aisha told you about what's going on with the DIAD program in HISD, but I want to tell you about almost 7,000 youth that come from some of the toughest areas of our community that are in our Scout Reach program. And these youth are given the tools to fight back. These kids are given the opportunities to see what's outside the 4-block radius where they live. But I want you to know this, beside the merit badges, beside the activities, imagine almost 7,000 youth fighting against the adversity by doing this every week. These youth raise their arm, they show the Scout sign, and these youth, they don't say the Scout oath, they're committed to the Scout oath. On my honor, I'll do my best to do my duty to God and my country and to obey the Scout law, to help other people at all times, to keep myself physically strong, mentally awake, and morally straight. Imagine that. Those are powerful words, but they're even more powerful when you factor in youth applying that. Before you know it, our society will be goodwill. And it starts with our youth making it happen. I would like to thank all of you that invest in scouting. You make a difference in what we do with the mission of scouting. We have corporate partners out there that support us, that help us with our Inner City Scout Reach initiative, to give our 7,000 youth an opportunity to know that there's something out there from what they're witnessing. Also, our corporate partners that help align with us. We have over 135 merit badges. It's a lot of merit badges. And these are just not easy merit badges. It takes grit and fortitude to earn some of these merit badges. So thank you for the corporate partners that work with us and align with us and really help us focus on the merit badges that are on technology, on science, on math, and most importantly, sustainability. Now, the Boy Scouts of America Sam Houston Area Council, John said it, is the premier council. And why are we the premier council? Because we challenge the mental fortitude of our scouts. We challenge the mental fortitude with our programs. We're building the next generation of leaders. So I want to tell you one instance on how we challenge our scouts. There's a 50-miler badge, 50-miler badge. And when we think 50 miles, we think we're going to get in our car and go those 50 miles. These scouts, to earn the 50-mile badge, they have to go 50 miles consecutively within 5 days. Oh, also, with that, they must do a conservation project of at least 10 hours. That takes grit. That takes determination. So imagine these scouts, imagine the scouts navigating through challenging terrain, relying on teamwork, relying on participation, relying on problem solving to go 50 miles. And granted, the 50 miles could have snow, could have rain, could have severe warm weather, also could have an incline in elevation. But these scouts, they realize that they have to adapt to those conditions. They realize that they must step up and lead when necessary. But most importantly, these scouts realize that they must work together collectively and effectively to achieve the 50 miles. Ladies and gentlemen, that's resilience, that's grit, that's fortitude, but also that's our next generation of leaders. And when we say next generation of leaders, I can imagine every corporation would want to have a scout in their building, multiple scouts in their building. That's what our corporations want. If you factor in the Scout Oath and Scout Law with leadership, it changes the dynamic of any organization's or corporation's culture. And we know culture defines whether or not our business is successful or whether or not our business fails. Thank you for what you do in helping us build the next generation of leaders. We're not done yet, we're just beginning. And the pinnacle of this is our Eagle Scout. The rank of Eagle Scout is not easily achieved. You have to put work into it. You have to plan, you have to prioritize, you have to be focused. And how many kids do we know that plan and that have priorities and are focused? We help them develop that track in scouting. So our Eagle Scout is the pinnacle. Eagle Scouts are focused. Eagle Scouts leave it better than they found it. Eagle Scouts make the difference, and they bring those along with them to see the difference. I would like to take a second to introduce you to an Eagle Scout that defines leave it better than I found it. An Eagle Scout that truly believes in making an impact and a difference in his environment. But this is really what got me emotional. This Eagle Scout believes in standing up for those who cannot stand up for themselves, especially disadvantaged children.